Thank you for providing this space. It's my first time here, and
We got a first timer. You know what that means?
Yeah, thank you.
Means you're gonna be nervous.
I am a little bit, but I thank you guys warm welcome. I'll be fine right now. I'm gonna be sharing some poetry. I like the space, so I hope to give back the energy that's been pushed out to me. So my first piece, a lot of these poems I wrote 6 years ago. So this first piece called Grandma's Hands. It's about the first time I met my grandmother in Vietnam, my last remaining grandparent. And we couldn't speak to each other. I didn't know Vietnamese well, and she didn't speak English. But we spoke together in the way we looked at each other and the way we touched. So this is about that time. And when I say bang ngoai, that means grandmother in Vietnamese. Bang ngoai's hands were two ancient texts inked at the wrist, unwrapping warm rhythms as her fists unfolded each rose-cut finger, silencing silence and playing a symphony just for me. She opened them up, parting pedestrians at midnight, her words like heat in the center of snowflakes. She opened them up, synchronized swans that fell into dawn to escape. Her thin smile tells me, like a confession on Sunday, that it's okay to grow old, to let the flow of fog gray hair drift back the blackness of these matted strands, back into picture frames, vacuuming visions of her once youthful ebony mane as she proudly holds her dignity on her whitened crown. She would have me hold her hands, stacked like memories, wrapped in loose skin bindings. Sandwiching them, I share my warmth with hers, fumbling desperately, feeling the braille of her folded wrinkles, reading her life in the soft parchment of her skin. And I try to lift history from within her withered knuckles that resembled mountains stretching out heaven's thin layer. I wanted to talk to her, cupped palms, and leave my breath as an offering, so she would know how it took in life and place it back into her hands. She speaks only Vietnamese, and I could only listen to our tongue responding like a broken continent drifting. But I wanted to let her know that the feeling between grandmother and grandson could transcend the language lost in the absence of each other, unraveling ropes in our mouths, tangled by the distance, in the touch of two skins peeling away into one, where scars are watermarks and calluses the sign of the journey. I wanted to let her head rest on my chest, slowly tilting her heart into my mind, fitting this man into her everything. I wanted to squeeze my own teardrops into her eyes to replace every single one she has shed in me for prayer, because it's the least I could do. And I wanted to tell her my joys, my hopes and fears of leaving ancestral homes for adopted ones, of leaving grandparents in the back of postcards and phone calls. But tonight, there is no time for counting stars. Tonight, we have them in our palms. So we hold hands and smile. No more dreams and wishes cast away into willow trees. No more searching for old letters of glimpses of you, bang ngoai. We have been found underneath our own eyelashes. We are home, Grandma. We are home. I have one more I wrote like 6 years ago. It's my chapbook I wrote 6 years ago. I dusted it off. I was like, I'll read some old stuff. I don't have a lot of new stuff, so I wanted to re-entertain these ones. I wrote it when I was thinking about the beauty of this